Ever pondered on Japan's less illuminated facets? Beyond vibrant cities and tranquil temples, there exists a Japan that's seldom in glossy brochures. Discover the fascinating underworld of the Yakuza, renowned for their detailed tattoos and rigid code of conduct. Explore the region still under the shadow of Fukushima's radioactive aftermath. Venture into the peculiar realm of maid cafes, raising debates over women's objectification. Welcome to an unfiltered exploration of Japan's darker side on Global Curiosities Unfiltered. First off, let's enter the world of the Yakuza, Japan's notorious organized crime syndicate. The Yakuza, an entity deeply entrenched in Japanese society, has a history that traces back to the 17th century. Originating as street vendors and gamblers, they've evolved into a formidable underworld power. The Yakuza's influence is pervasive, reaching into various sectors from real estate and finance to entertainment and politics. They've been known to dabble in both legal and illegal activities, blurring the lines between above-board businesses and organized crime. This has allowed them to amass considerable wealth and power, and to operate in a semi-legitimate manner that often leaves authorities at a loss. Their operations extend beyond petty crime or violent acts. They manage vast networks of businesses, control labor unions, and even have a hand in Japan's notoriously high-stakes pachinko gambling industry. The Yakuza's tentacles reach far and wide, leading to a societal paradox where these crime syndicates are both feared and at times grudgingly respected. The Yakuza's impact on Japanese society is profound. They've established a parallel world, a shadowy underbelly where societal norms are discarded in favor of a strict hierarchical system. This system, characterized by intricate tattoos, missing finger joints as punishment, and a code of honor akin to the samurai, has fascinated and horrified in equal measure. However, the Yakuza's influence is not entirely negative. In times of disaster, they've been known to provide aid faster than government agencies, further complicating the public's perception of them. Yet the harm they cause through their criminal activities, their perpetuation of social ills, and the fear they instill in the public sphere cannot be overlooked. The government's attempts to curb the Yakuza's power have been met with varying degrees of success. Despite crackdowns and new laws, the Yakuza remains a formidable force, a testament to their resilience and the complexity of their relationship with Japanese society. As we've seen, the Yakuza's influence is a dark stain on Japan's social fabric. Their existence and the challenges they present continue to shape Japan's underworld, casting a long shadow over the land of the rising sun. Now let's journey to Fukushima, where the ghost of radioactivity still haunts. In 2011, a catastrophic event unfolded in Japan that would forever change the course of its history. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster, brought on by a massive earthquake and subsequent tsunami, became one of the most significant nuclear incidents since Chernobyl in 1986. The disaster was a stark reminder of the devastating power of nature, but also of the potential dangers that come with our reliance on nuclear energy. The immediate aftermath was nothing short of catastrophic. Thousands of lives were lost and entire communities were displaced, leaving behind ghost towns that once bustled with life. But the ghost of Fukushima isn't just the abandoned buildings or the eerily silent streets. It's the invisible threat of radioactivity that still lingers. In the wake of the disaster, the region was blanketed with radioactive materials, turning the area into a hazardous zone and causing long-term damage to the environment. The struggle with radioactivity continues today. Despite efforts to decontaminate the area, there remains a significant risk. Radioactive isotopes have a lengthy half-life, meaning they can persist in the environment for many years, posing a continuous threat to both human and ecological health. Moreover, the disaster has had a profound impact on the mental health of survivors. Many are still dealing with the trauma, the loss, and the fear of the invisible enemy, radiation. This psychological toll adds another layer to the haunting legacy of Fukushima. Yet, amidst the darkness, there is resilience. The people of Fukushima, and indeed Japan as a whole, have shown incredible strength and determination in the face of adversity. Efforts are underway to rebuild, to restore, and to ensure that such a disaster never happens again. But as we journey through the ghost towns of Fukushima, we must remember the lessons learned. we must remember the cost of our actions and the importance of prioritizing safety in our pursuit of progress. The lingering shadow of Fukushima continues to cast a pall over Japan's bright facade. Scene script. Next, we explore two contrasting yet equally concerning phenomena: maid cafes and excessive corporate work hours. Let's start with the peculiar world of maid cafes. A phenomenon born in the heart of Tokyo's Akihabara district, these establishments feature waitresses dressed in maid costumes, serving customers as if they were masters and mistresses in a private home rather than patrons in a cafe. While some view these cafes as a harmless part of Japan's unique pop culture, others see it as a disturbing manifestation of objectification and infantilization of women. The maids, often young women, are expected to engage in playful banter, perform cute songs, and even play games with customers, blurring the line between service and servitude. Parallelly, Japan's corporate culture presents another side of the disturbing dichotomy. The term karoshi, which translates to death by overwork, is a grim testament to the country's grueling work culture. Workers are often expected to put in extraordinarily long hours, sometimes at the expense of their health and family life. The pressure to conform to this work ethic is immense, and sadly, it's not uncommon to hear stories of employees working themselves literally to death. These two phenomena might seem unrelated at first glance, but they both stem from deeply ingrained societal norms. The maid cafes echo a societal expectation for women to be submissive and entertaining, while the culture of overwork reflects a relentless drive for economic productivity at all costs. So, why does this matter? It matters because it's easy to look at Japan's high-tech cities, its rich history, and its global influence and forget that there's a darker side. It's easy to marvel at the country's achievements while overlooking the human cost. These disturbing trends highlight the pressure and inequality lurking beneath Japan's prosperous surface. They remind us that every society, no matter how advanced or prosperous, grapples with its own unique set of challenges. As we continue to explore the world through the lens of Global Curiosities Unfiltered, it's crucial to remember that there's always more than meets the eye. Finally, we confront a hidden social ill: discrimination. Beneath the veneer of a uniform society, Japan grapples with a less discussed issue that is discrimination. It isn't as overt as it is in many other parts of the world, but it subtly permeates the fabric of Japanese society, causing rifts and divisions. One of the most common forms of discrimination is gender-based. Despite progress in recent years, women in Japan still face a glass ceiling in the workplace. This is especially prevalent in corporate environments where long, inflexible work hours often force women to choose between career and family. Women are underrepresented in leadership roles, and the wage gap remains a significant issue. Discrimination against foreigners, or gaijin, is another area of concern. It often manifests as microaggressions, such as being overlooked in social situations, or more overtly, in the form of exclusion from housing or job opportunities. While Japan is a popular destination for tourists and expats, this underlying bias can make integration into Japanese society a challenging task for many. Minority groups, too, face their share of discrimination. The Burakumin, descendants of Japan's feudal outcast class, and the indigenous Ainu people, continue to experience social and economic disadvantages. Despite government efforts to improve their status, these communities still grapple with stigma and prejudice. Discrimination also extends to the LGBTQ+ community. While there is a growing acceptance, many still struggle with societal pressures and lack of legal protections. The push for equal rights, though gaining momentum, has a long way to go. Discrimination, a dark secret, fractures the harmony of Japanese society. It's a social ill that lurks beneath the surface, often unseen by the casual observer. Yet it is a crucial aspect of understanding the realities of life in Japan, beyond the picturesque landscapes and fascinating culture. As we move forward, it is essential to shed light on these issues, to foster a more inclusive and equitable society. But amid these shadows, Japan's bright side shines resiliently. Let's delve into the luminous aspects of this nation that are as diverse as they are remarkable. Japan's rich cultural heritage is a beacon of light, with its time-honored traditions, stunning architecture, and profound philosophies that have managed to withstand the test of time. Next, we can't overlook Japan's phenomenal technological advancements. From robotics to electronics, this is a powerhouse that ceaselessly innovates, a beacon of progress in our rapidly evolving world. And then there's the exemplary public behavior. The Japanese people are known globally for their civility, discipline, and respect for others. Their adherence to societal norms and their considerate conduct is, in itself, a form of art that truly sets them apart. Despite its dark corners, the land of the rising sun continues to dazzle with its brilliance. Japan, with its resilience and unique charm, remains a fascinating destination, a country that holds a myriad of experiences and discoveries for all. So, we've journeyed through Japan's dark side, but also glimpsed its brighter aspects. From the shadowy underworld of the Yakuza, the haunting remnants of Fukushima, to the unsettling paradox of maid cafes and the weighty social issue of overwork, we've witnessed a side of Japan often unseen. Yet we also saw the nation's resilience, innovation, and enduring beauty. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like to see more videos from Global Curiosities Unfiltered. Until next time, stay curious.